I used to think that my money problems were massive and complicated, like I needed a six-figure job or some genius investment strategy just to finally feel secure. But what if 99% of money stress isn't solved by earning more, and instead by small, boring frugal habits that almost nobody talks about? Here's a twist I didn't expect. The real power of frugality has nothing to do with restriction. It's about control, clarity, and removing the daily stress that keeps you feeling broke even when you earn good money. So today, I want to walk you through the frugal habits that quietly change everything for us. Not overnight, not dramatically. And the last one, that's the one that no one warned you about. It surprised me the most, and it might hit closer to home more than you expect. Frugality creates clarity. Most financial problems aren't complex. They're repetitive. Stress, surprise bills, that constant feeling that money slips through your fingers. That was my life. On paper, everything looked fine, but in reality, money felt fragile. Frugal habits slowed things down just enough for me to finally see what was happening. I didn't feel empowered when I made more money. I felt empowered when I understood where it was going. Even pausing before spending can quietly eliminate thousands a year. So for you, track your spending for 1 week, not to judge, just to gain clarity. Frugality creates margin. Unexpected expenses don't feel catastrophic when you have breathing room. Car repairs, medical bills, school costs, with no margin, they feel like emergencies. With margin, they're just inconveniences. A $1,000 emergency fund covers the majority of surprise expenses families actually face. You don't need perfection, you need space. So start small. Even $20 a week builds margin faster than you think. Frugality stops you from feeling broke even with good income. This is the frustration I hear most often. We make decent money, so why do we still feel broke? Almost always, the answer is lifestyle inflation. Phone upgrades, car upgrades, housing upgrades. When we froze our lifestyle and let income rise without upgrading anything, everything changed. That gap between earning and spending, that's wealth. Even a $300 monthly gap can turn into over $60,000 in 10 years at 10%. So for you, hold your lifestyle steady for your next raise or bonus. Real quick, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit the like button. It really helps out the channel. Now let's get back to it. Frugality reduces decision fatigue and comparison. Without frugal habits, every purchase feels like a moral debate. Should we buy this? Can we afford that? It's exhausting. Frugality creates rules before emotion shows up. It filters decisions. It removes comparisons. You stop chasing someone else's lifestyle and start building your own. That alone eliminates regret and quiet dissatisfaction. So for you, to find one thing you value and one thing you don't. Frugality reduces relationship tension. Before frugal habits, money conversations in our home carried quiet pressure, not fights, just anxiety. But alignment changed that. When you understand the plan and the priorities, money becomes a shared project. Less spending means fewer surprises. Fewer surprises means more trust. And trust, it strengthens your relationships, even ways budgets alone never will. This one surprised me, not because of the money, but because of the peace it created. So for you, have one honest money conversation this week. Real quick, if this video hits 1,000 likes, I'll do a follow-up video with my wife breaking down the mistakes we made before we aligned on money. The thing that we thought was helping, but actually created more stress and tension. We'll share what we did wrong, why it backfired, and what finally helped us get on the same page. Most people don't have a money problem. They have a margin problem. They're not lazy, they're reacting. Frugality isn't about less, it's about more. More clarity, more peace, more options. My wife and I lived intentionally, and just for a few years. Not extremely, just intentionally. Those years bought us decades of freedom. You don't have to go extreme. You just have to stop living on autopilot. So here's what I want you to do this week. First, track 1 week of spending. Second, freeze lifestyle inflation. Third, build margin with $20 a week. Fourth, have one honest conversation. Let me know in the comments down below which one you're going to start this week. Most people will watch this and change nothing, not because they're weak, but because simple habits don't feel dramatic. But boring builds wealth. Margin builds freedom. I'm not special. I didn't win the lottery. I just got intentional. And if we can go from $250,000 in debt to $1 million net worth, you can too. So if you enjoyed this video, get a copy of my free guide on how people can save money on their biggest housing expense. The link is in the description down below. Thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next one.